It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Niners and the Seahawks. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s.
Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Everybody, alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On first down, Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Purdy.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
He's going to keep this again. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, good move at the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
A try here for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Now Smith. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Back deep, Ray McLeod.
Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll
get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And this is why more and more teams are getting their wide receivers involved in the running game. When you've got playmakers on the perimeter, you've got to get creative and find ways to get the ball in your hands. And here, this is a great job to get out of that initial contact and turn it into a big play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And his throw is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Purdy now to throw.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well,
Yeah.
right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. From the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Geno now to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. And he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold it for just a short gain.
From the 50, it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of image. Defensive front backwards, but I like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They go play action here. Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Ready to throw it on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy looking middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times, just that first read that you have, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Once more, Purdy look to throw.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone. Touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back on the field. They should look down. Back to throw, Smith. Rolling to his right. Open man at the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
The defense put pretty good pressure on him. Basically flush his right to try to lead people. The run had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for first down.
So from the 36 now, first 10. Here's Smith.
Up the screen here. This is Walker.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Only 3 there on the screen and second down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. There was none to be found there. They tackle it for just a short gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
This is what defense coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Every good coverage, they want deflections, they want the knockaways. Pick at your if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Again, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner. This group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm. To get their game up and running, that 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every completion.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter. Gets it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The 49ers offense get its way back out there.
Obviously not the intended goal last year to put the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. First and 10 upcoming.
Start on the ground here on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting up the middle. Give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs. I think that helped us to maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. It'll be a look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Or you'll set up and throw it here. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard. Is that? Good for
But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath. You got to go and make a tackle right away.
So on fourth down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowski. Punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Seahawks football, first and 10. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. The results of them are not that good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
And what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice and maybe they're throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play call section and try and run some offense that way?
Now a first down throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And got his man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end. How about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a chunk of yardage.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now for Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a first and 10. On the gun, here's Smith. Got his big tight end, Fant, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
One thing for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Smith going right back to Fant. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
after the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away.
From the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They run with McCaffrey up.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Back to throw, Purdy.
It's caught by Jennings.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's got some space here.
And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Here's the option going left on second down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
When you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for when defensive end?
But you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This from 32 yards away. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, if we give up a touchdown, the offense, hey, we put it on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And out now come the Seahawks. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Steal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Back to Walker on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. On second down, it's Walker.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Seahawks on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Niners set to take over on offense.
And they're not going to play conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up. They're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
These runs individually, I'm telling you.
3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you bring them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now on first down, it's Purdy.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Purdy from the gun.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Brock Purdy
keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that college stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, it's these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Point after, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Smith. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
Here's McLeod on the return.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now Purdy.
And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. following the fumble recovery. Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
And he'll be out after getting this one across the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and now it's 3rd and 4.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Out of the gun, Smith.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a draw play. It's Walker.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he gets it down to the 32.
52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Playmaker, step up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
But it's going to be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Purdy looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy from the gun on third down.
Completes it to Jennings.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there. I'm wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways calling this penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
This is Jennings.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
And he is going to have a Niners first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. And we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BJ, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. First half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle, looking at each other, and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they needed, a lecture from me, but so far offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On second down, here's the option.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On third down, it's Purdy.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
That's Kobe Bryant, who is there to stop him for a loss.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And they'll bring out fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will on the offense as they take over. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
109 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Purdy bootlegging it. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
A throw there, but that that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, here's Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing is Smith.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The end result, 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Smith. His throw incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. When I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to stick the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13.
And, partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here's Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Smith. Over the middle, it's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. To throw is Smith.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there at 2nd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing again is Smith. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. Although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
From the gun, it's Walker. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Gino. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll make it third down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Here's Smith. And that is incomplete. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the deficit will hold pat at 13.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss.
They'll start with the option.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
This is Jennings. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
On first down, it's Purdy. Throw complete to Bell. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
They go with McCaffrey.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along,
you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on two-point plays as well.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Gino on first down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running right, here's Walker. And some space here. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 33. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
And going right back to Walker.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Out of the gun, Walker
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now it's Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
For baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Myers' kick is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I like the thought process, I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. third down. Here's McCaffrey. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
On first down, Purdy.
The right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Purdy.
Looking inside and he got in. That's Bell. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 147 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Purdy looking to throw.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the down complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Purdy.
And it's caught. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go with McCaffrey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
McCaffrey, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Brock Purdy,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the 49ers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Extra point up and through. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And out now come the Seahawks. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st down, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Smith on 1st down.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side. and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno.
He completes this to Walker.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Smith on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he's got room. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Purdy now to throw.
Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Smith. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Fresh off that pick 6, here's Purdy. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's going to keep this again.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And that will keep this a 15-point game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Trunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Geno now to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thompson.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he stopped immediately there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. to gain is the 33 on third down.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield right at the 48. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 8, 1:09 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now it's Smith. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Smith now to throw. He'll find Metcalf.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
Brandon, they likely have time for one last play, but it's got to be a heave into the end zone. Anything short, no good for them.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.